Do you think that fictional boyfriends, like now, in today's time, in the 2020s, are lacking?
Yeah.
What do you think's missing?
I don't know. I think I need a little bit of like horns, a little bit of like long eyelashes.
Yeah.
You've ever seen a man with long eyelashes?
I want a man with lashes that go around his head and tickle the back of his ears. Like, that's the type of lashes that I want.
Yeah, okay. And then when he closes his eyes, I'm just blown away. Just gone.
It's hot today. I got you, babe. And he's just batting his eyes at me.
And I can't even look at him.
I know.
Ew, it's a tornado in this bitch. Okay, yeah.
Okay. I think that's what's missing. Like, there's so many books that give us, like, you know, men that are caring, men that are just super considerate, and
boring.
Like, you know, Spice is A+. And it's like, yes, I do want that, but give my boy some horns.
Yeah.
And force this boy to stay by my side or he's gonna fucking die. Do you need this?
I don't know. Convince me a little bit more. What else?
Okay.
What else about him?
So let's say you, main character, you.
Me, okay.
Really just, you're not even thinking about men at this point.
Okay, I'm not.
You just really want to do well in your magic classes because you're just like kind of like a magic girl.
Okay.
And you're just like
Tinkerbell?
And you're gonna be like summon, yeah, like kind of. No, well, actually, not at all. Okay, so you just kind of want to summon flour because you want to bake something, but you accidentally summon a whole fucking man that meets every criteria box, but except I forgot to tell you, he is kind of a demon that wants to take your soul.
But how did I accidentally summon him if I summoned flour?
It's because flour in magic language is like Ozo or something like that.
Ozo.
And his name is Ozroth.
Oh, so I accidentally said Ozroth?
Oopsie, yeah. And now you summoned a whole ass demon that wants to take your soul.
But can I just tell him like, no, I meant to say flour.
Oh, no, wait. I got you. He takes out like flour from his pocket. No, because you already summoned him and he comes from a line of bargainers that their whole job and sole purpose is to take your soul.
Okay.
So he's got to do this shit.
But
now.
I'm a witch?
Yeah, you're a witch.
So I have a soul?
Yes. But your soul, like the way souls work is that it's not really like your life. It's more like your soul is the part of you that has magic. Okay. So you would still be alive, like vibing. And the thing is, you can bargain with him. So you can be like, give me $1 million. Okay. And he'll give it to you. But you do lose everything that makes you you and just never really feel happiness again.
That's really sad.
And just, you know, every day is hard. When you wake up, you like fall off your bed every single day. And because
I don't feel anything.
And your iPhone alarm is the one that sounds like the world's ending.
The world. Oh my God, that alarm? Damn.
That's what your life would feel like.
Okay. How about I just don't then? Can I just not?
No, you... Okay, wait. I also didn't tell you this part. You have to.
I have to bargain with him?
You have to bargain because he can't leave.
No. What if I don't, though?
No, you summoned him, and after you summon a demon, there's no way to not bargain with him. But here's another thing that maybe we didn't even consider. What if you fucking fall in love with this demon?
Okay, but like he's stuck with me though, so is it really consensual?
I mean, okay. Valid point. Let me go back to the writing room. Hold on. I just got a message from my producers. They did say that he's kind of in love with you too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you kind of down?
I'm kind of down.
Okay, even if he takes your soul though? Also, his dad really wants that soul. Really bad.
Wait, there's something endearing about that though. Like, wait, how bad does he want it?
Wait, you want my soul?
Wait.
Hold on.
Wait, do I end up with the dad?
Babe.
He's not actually his dad. Okay.
Close enough.
Babe. The father figure.
I think this book can fix your life. Welcome to the Book Fix Podcast. I am your host, Chelly.
And I'm your host, Yahaira.
And today we are going to be talking about a book that I had never heard before until you mentioned it.
Oh, I did mention this one.
Yeah, you're the one who really likes this one, actually, now that I think about it. Oops, wrong book. We are going to be talking about A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon by Sarah Hawley.
Yes. And I think the reason why I really wanted to do this one was because I did a Target run and I saw this book and I thought the cover was really cute.
Yeah, it is a really cute cover. Did you like that I colored in his horns?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, why are his horns red?
I colored it in, and then I wrote, let's fucking go.
Okay.
Okay, so I knew nothing of this book going in, but I already kind of love this whole cover thing. I don't know if I've told you this before, if you're watching this on video.
That's She's showing the cover. Like. But if you're not watching us on video, you can just look up the book cover.
So what I really like about this cover is that it's not those types of art pieces where it's just kind of like a painted, like Spanish Love Deception or The Hating Game.
Where you can't really see their face.
That feels lazy to me.
Yeah.
Right?
No, they're trying to get you to see yourself in them.
You
didn't see yourself in The Hating Game? You didn't look
Of course I did.
No. Just based on the cover.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got really emotional.
I'm scared now. No. Just based on the cover alone. Like, when you looked at it, were you like, damn, that's me right there.
Yeah, did I get a picture of myself? Cut it out, and paste it on there? Yeah. Of course I did. I'm not stupid.
Right.
But it kind of feels like people are just pulling stock images, tracing it with an Apple pen, and then just coloring it in.
Maybe they did do that.
What's the problem? I just really like it when the drawing is complete. Kind of like Kimberly Lemmings type. I'm not
actually trying to fight with you. I actually agree with you.
Yeah, thank you. No, I know. But that's kind of what I like. Mm-hmm. And I really liked the vibe of this book.
Yeah.
So
good vibes all around. Okay, when we talked about, we wanted to mention a theme.
Yeah.
The theme in this book, mommy issues.
As someone, both of us, with really strong mothers.
Really strong mothers.
And really strong personalities. Mm-hmm. We both relate to this.
Yeah. I just felt so fucking bad for, her name is Mariel. Is it Mariel? Mariel?
I just pronounced it Mariel. Because it was spelled like that.
Yeah. That's how I was saying it at first, but then I was like, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like Spanish.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mariel.
We'll call her Mariel.
Mariel, okay.
I felt so bad for her because basically, so when she was born, it was prophesized that she was going to be like the strongest of the whole line of family. And the family, they're all very strong. So she was going to be the strongest. So the mom was like, come on, why aren't you like summoning things?
But I hate it though because the mom was always like, sweetie, it's okay that you suck at everything. You're going to eventually get there. Like, sweetie, it's fine.
Sweetie, stop. No. I know that you suck and that every spell that you make is somehow fucked up. But, you know, the prophecy did say that you're going to be the strongest. So,
and like, think about your pros and cons. Your pros is that you are related to me, your mother, Diantha.
Mm-hmm.
Sparks. But cons is that you are you. But we can fix that.
You're so related to me. It's fine.
You're so related to me. It's kind of like you're obsessed. Oh, I fucking hate you, bitch.
I wish you would stop. So the mom, anytime she would like talk to Mariel, I just felt like nails on a chalkboard. I was like, God damn, Mariel can't exist because she has so much pressure to show that she is the strongest of the whole line.
And it sucks too because she's really good at nature magic. Like really good. She's able to perform nature magic without even speaking the incantations.
Yeah. But to her mom, it's like so boring. She's like, that's not very showy. That's not exciting. That's too not boring.
Transmogrification and transformation and teleportation. Like that doesn't work.
That's boring. So she's trying to mold her daughter into herself pretty much. And so because she's so pressured, anytime she tries to summon things, it just gets fucked up. And that first scene with the chicken was so sad.
Yeah, it was.
Like she made a spell. I forgot what she wanted, but a chicken appeared and she was trying to reverse the spell.
She was trying to get eggs to bake.
Oh, okay. And then she was trying to get the chicken to disappear and then ended up exploding. And it was so sad. Because she started crying.
But that's just the type of like witch that she is. Like she can't, because she's so hyper fixated on making her mom proud, she just is always stressed out about making sure that this goes right. So when she was going to when she was going to teleport Flower to her and accidentally teleported a man.
But it was funny because she wasn't even going to do that. It's because her mom called her and she was like, okay, sweetie, just make sure that whenever you're baking, which baking is beneath me. That's so boring.
Who does that?
But anyway, whatever. If you're going to bake, like make sure you teleport things out of the country. Like make sure you're just like using the finest flour and eggs.
The best chocolate from Germany. Like,
yeah. Like shit like that. And so Mariel was like, oh, fuck.
Fine.
So she's like making the spell and she's just like, oh my God, I didn't want to do this because she thinks that that's lazy. Like she likes baking. She enjoys it. And so like Charlie said, she tries to teleport flour and then a whole man appears.
A whole man appears and this man is just like,
I am Azeroth.
The ruthless. Kick something off the foot.
Here's what I think about your cake, bitch.
Give me that fucking pencil.
But uses his knee.
I know.
Like,
stabs it in his arm. Doesn't even fucking hurt, bitch. I'm Azeroth the Ruthless. What is your bargain with me? And she's just like looking at him. And it's like, okay.
Because she knew right away. She was like, oh, shit. What did I do? Because he has horns. So she's like, fuck. And I didn't. Wait, hold on. She's looking at her spell. Like, hold on. I thought I asked for flour. But you're a whole ass man.
Wait a minute. Is that how flour looks in France? That's fucking crazy. Oh, this is embarrassing.
I'm so sorry.
No, I wanted like actual flour for my cake.
Can you give me flour?
He grabs her stack of 12 pencils, then cracks all of those, and he's like, no, bitch! Azeroth the Ruthless, you have to make a bargain with me. Yeah. Because now that I'm here, I'm not going to leave until you give me your soul.
Yeah, your juicy, delicious soul.
Oh my gosh.
I need to eat.
Just looking at you, queen, bitch, you look like you have a really tasty soul because he is a demon and demons can see the power.
They like sense it, right? They sense the magic and he's like, God damn, there's so much magic in this girl.
Yeah.
But he can tell that she doesn't know how to channel it.
Mm-hmm. And just to mention, Azeroth is a known bargainer. He's been alive. He's like 1,004 years young. Bitch. And so he is known for being a good bargainer, but recently his reputation has been
plummeted.
Yeah, because
he's a joke now.
He's a joke, and it's because
he had all the demons laugh.
I know.
He's like, there goes the loser.
There goes Azeroth. Like, I heard all he does is fucking break pencils. Like that bitch. He tried doing a pen the other day and it didn't work, and he cried like a little baby.
Oh my God,
stupid ass bitch. So
he's being bullied a bit.
And it's because he had done a bargain with a wizard, like, I think it was 8 months prior.
Yeah, something like that.
And the wizard, all he wanted was to die peacefully. Mm-hmm. And then Azeroth can have his soul. And Azeroth's like, okay, bet. And so when he was about to do it, he was like, okay, wait, I want to add a little bit to the bargain. May my soul go to somewhere where there is pain. And then Azeroth's like, stupid ass bitch. Okay. So
such a weird ass thing.
Bada bing, bada boom. And
his soul ends up
Mr. Worldwide, he was out of the room.
Oh my God.
So, he's gone. So
what?
He's gone. The wizard guy's gone. But his soul comes out of his body.
Yes. And it's supposed to go to the demon plane, but it ended up going into Azeroth the Ruthless because he had a lot of pain.
Yeah, and then at that moment, Azeroth just got filled with emotion.
And he's like, what is this? Why do I feel shame?
Wait, I'm a little embarrassed about my pencil trick now. Oh my God.
I thought it was cool.
Is that why they're making fun of me? Wait. Suddenly I remember what I did in the 3rd grade. I can't.
It's like it keeps me up at night.
Wait, I thought of a funny joke. And then he's like laughing. Like it's every emotion is hitting him and he doesn't understand why.
And it's overwhelming.
Mm-hmm. And remember, this is 8 months prior. It turns out that when that wizard said, let the soul go to where there's pain, it decided to be part of Azeroth. Mm-hmm. And because of this, Azeroth is now an owner of a mortal soul.
Yeah.
Which demons don't have souls.
If you do the math.
Yeah, I'm mathing. Go ahead.
What is a demon plus a soul?
Hold on. No, yeah, that's a boss ass bitch. That's according to my calculations.
Right.
Boss ass bitch, remainder 3. So he now acts a little more with emotion. So it's funny because even Mariel is expecting like a demon that's ruthless. I mean, his name is Azeroth the Ruthless. Yeah. But he kind of doesn't even seem like he wants the soul. You know? So
he's like, I need it, but do I want it? No.
Please. Okay, what do you want? Like, do you want sex?
Do you want money, sex?
I can give that, I guess. Just don't make it weird because I might fall in love with you.
Oh my God.
But he, like, even her making little jabs at him, he'll get really hurt. So, like...
Yeah, so that was something that I thought was really funny. So because he has a soul now, anytime Mariel would be kind of mean to him or just, like, standoffish, he'd be like... Why is she being so mean to me?
It's funny because he's over here being Azeroth the Ruthless, and she's like, since you're staying, do you want some spaghetti? And he's like,
this is the best fucking spaghetti of my life.
Yes. Yeah, I'll take some spaghetti. Do you have Parmesan cheese? Do you have some Parmy?
I love Parmesan cheese.
I know, it's the best goddamn spaghetti I've ever had. Sorry for breaking your pencils. He's like taping them all together. So... Okay, that's kind of basically the start of this story.
But just how does it end up with fake dating?
So the reason they start fake dating is because I think it's the friend who comes and visits. And no. It's the mom that comes and visits. She teleports herself there. And Mariel is like, I can't tell my mom. I can't tell a spark that I messed up a spell so badly that I summoned a demon that's trying to take my soul. So here, wear this hat, cover your
it's like
your
a
horns.
Pink beanie.
Yeah, cover your horns. Let's just go out there. Let's see what happens. They go out there.
And the mom is immediately excited. She's like, thank God. I thought you were never going to give me any grandchildren.
Her vagina was getting cobwebs at this point.
The mom is so embarrassing.
Bad. Dude, she's so bad.
It's just like, Mom, worry about yourself.
No, but the mom is just like, oh, finally someone she can procreate with. I'm sorry that my daughter's so useless and not me. But like,
but don't worry. The prophecy said that she's going to be the most powerful thing ever. So like, just be patient.
Yeah, did I tell you when I gave birth to her, she really popped out of my pussy like that? Like,
she like ripped me open.
No, yeah, she did. You want pictures? And it's like, she's so embarrassing.
She has no boundaries.
To make it like stop, Mariela is like, oh no, yeah, he's my boyfriend. And, you know, we really have to go do boyfriend-girlfriend stuff.
So I
like,
gotta go.
And she's like, oh, you gotta invite him to our next family dinner. He seems like he will make the best babies.
She's like looking at his muscles like, oh my God.
Wait, hold on. I'm noticing all those broken pencils at the table. Was that you?
Oh my God, you're so strong.
Thank you.
You're so strong.
He like breaks another one. Oh my God.
He re-breaks them. Oh my God.
But it's so funny. Well, not funny. It's like interesting to me that anytime there's a romance book, it feels like it always falls on them having issues with their parents. And I don't really know how I feel about that.
I feel like maybe it's just really relatable, maybe.
No, I mean, I get it, but like, this mom was so bad.
Yeah.
And I just...
But it makes sense, though, because Mariel is really good at nature magic, and that's not really impressive to the mom. So
if that were the case, then I don't really agree with just how the mom viewed her throughout the story and at the end. Like, that didn't seem relatable. Because if you have mommy issues, it's not going to end with one conversation.
Yeah.
You know?
I think Mariel just wanted to avoid her mom or avoid disappointing the mom over and over and over again. And so she was just kind of like, how do I get her out of here? Like, how do I do it? And she's like, oh, this is my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then from there,
it's like she sees a resolution for that small moment, and then it's like, it's fine.
Okay, I get you. Same for any time the mom asks for like, are you doing teleportation? She's just like, yeah, definitely, I did.
Yeah, I just did it. And did I do it well? No, you didn't ask that.
No. I did get something though. So, you know.
I got something.
I have no pencils now, but it's fine. But
what does he get out of it?
So he is staying there because he has to. Like, he literally can't leave. But his whole
needs
thing,
her soul in order to leave.
But his whole thing is like, okay, then I'm okay with waiting it out. Like, I could literally just...
He's like, I live forever.
Yeah, and it's funny because I wish this would have happened more throughout the book. But literally, she'll like be complaining about her mom. He's like, you want her to shut up forever? I could do that. Give me your soul.
Just bargain, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
But there was a part where he was judging her because she's... she's kind of like sporadic. So she's messy. There's a mess all over the house. And he's like, for your soul, I could clean this house like that.
Yeah.
Real quick. And she's like, haha, funny. No.
Mm-hmm. So that's kind of his whole thing. Like, he has to get a soul at the end of this. Mm. But with the whole fake dating thing, he's like, maybe if she really needs the love of her parents or the love of her mom, mm-hmm. I could somehow convince her, like, hey, this ain't working, but what if you do want your mom to love you? And then I can take her soul. Yeah. Like, that's what he was thinking at. Or that's where he was kind of going towards. Mm-hmm. But remember, he does have human emotions, too. So he's like... Ugh.
But I don't want to, though. I'm going to feel bad, and I'm not going to be able to sleep anymore.
Will she take my apology? Like, I don't know. So
I don't know her that well.
So he does feel bad, but he's like, this is my job. I have to do it for my job. Father figure, too.
My mentor.
My mentor. As Astaroth. So his mentor Astaroth from the demon plane keeps like telephoning him off of like this
out of his tattoo, yeah. And it's interesting to me because he'll like feel it stinging or just it warming.
That's my papa trying to talk to me. So Astaroth is like, you need this soul. Like, you just need to bring it. And he's like, Astaroth.
Papi, it's not that easy.
Like, just give me like...
She's very strong and I'm scared.
Give me like until the end of October. And then we're good. It'll work. And he's just like, okay, fine.
And doesn't his mentor give him like pointers? He's like, well, I mean, what does she love? He's like, she really likes her plants. Like, she has a whole garden. He's like, that's boring.
He's like, did you try breaking her pencils already? I did that.
It didn't work.
Now she's mad at me. She already bought pencils. My hands are tired. I can't do that forever, Dad Astaroth. I can't do that forever.
In terms of fake dating, we've read a lot of fake dating. How do you think this one did generally?
I really like this one because with fake dating, I feel like it feels better to me when they both don't like each other at the beginning. Because when it's one-sided, it doesn't really feel like fake dating to me.
Yeah, it kind of feels like, okay, well, you like her already, so
I really liked seeing, because this is written in both perspectives. So you get to see how they both feel with situations that are going on. And it was nice seeing them going towards like hatred to like, you know what, they're not that bad. I understand their situation to like, wait, I kind of want to be with her for the rest of my life. Yeah. I loved seeing that. Yeah. Like, I think that's a good progression.
Yeah, they did a really good job. And I felt like, I kind of wish that the stakes were a little bit higher for her. Because really just for her, it was just the mom. I kind of wait, because for him, it's like, oh, well, I need her soul. So
yeah, because like, we even figure out that the reason he needs a soul isn't because they're demons and they eat it. That's
dumb.
That's
a thing.
Demons don't do that. Yeah. So it's because souls power the electricity of where they live at. So they really need the soul to power the demon plane.
Yeah. And he really can't. He really can't mess up again because he's already the laughing stock. So in his mind, he's like, oh my God, if I take this super powerful girl's soul, everyone's going to clap for me. They're going to be so impressed by me. So I don't know. I felt like I didn't enjoy the fake dating portion of it. I just kind of wish for her it was more, I don't know, meaningful.
Well, we've talked about...
Hit me a little bit harder.
We've talked about this before, but like one thing I appreciate in the fake dating is the friends who are seeing it happen, like unfold. I don't know if I really liked her friends in this book.
I didn't.
Right?
I didn't like her friends
at
all.
They were too much. Like
they were too strong in their like personality trait. Do you know what I mean? Like it kind of felt like, oh, this is how they are. There's no budging it.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm so glad you said it like that because I talked about this book with my sister and I told her that one thing I really hate is that after every line of dialogue, they have to make a different movement.
Yeah.
You know? So it'll be like them at the bar and I don't even remember the names of the friends, but let's just say like... Kaleda. Let's just say Mariel's like, oh, I'm having so much trouble with my boyfriend. She says in like a whisper, but that's kind of mean while she sips her whatever. And then one friend, her eyes ogling at her while, and it's like super like, no realistic situation would ever have that much description and that much like emotion.
When it's just like a simple conversation.
Yeah, and it felt like after every line of dialogue, her friends had to show a different face or like react differently. Like a friend says something, she's screaming this because she feels so passionate about it, but then she's laughing. Oh, she's crying, and it's like, that's so much.
It was too much, yeah. I'm glad you brought that up though, because I also felt that it was really off. And then there were certain parts in the writing. I feel like the writing overall was okay.
Yeah.
But there were certain parts in the writing where I think it was mostly when they were introduced where it was like, oh, Themi. And then it's like dash. Actual government name is Themelina, whatever. I don't know. There were certain parts of the of the writing where it was like
took you out.
It took me out a little bit. I was like, this could have been worded a little bit different, but I don't know. I guess.
And
whatever.
Even just like the characterization of all of these characters, like it felt, I will say it did stay consistent. Yeah. Like I feel like all these characters stayed kind of the same, although their beliefs may have changed towards the end. Mostly our two main characters, they didn't change the way they were. Yeah. But that doesn't mean the way they were was something I liked.
Yeah, and I definitely didn't love Kaleda.
Is Kaleda the one that was always angry?
Yeah, I just feel like she was so aggressive.
Dude, because of course she's watching out for her, and Kaleda does figure out that Oz is a demon.
Yeah.
So she's just like protecting her friends. Like, no, you stay outside and you sleep outside.
Yeah.
And at first I'm like, okay, I get where she's coming from. But then like when it gets to the point where they don't know if Oz is a good or a bad person, as soon as they suspect him for something, she like punches him 30 miles away.
Yeah, but the other part that really, really annoyed me was when Mariel and Oz were kind of like finally bonding a little bit, like they were letting each other into like their issues or lives or whatever. Kaleda just kind of ruined it for no like there was nothing that she saw where she was like, you know what? There's something off about this one. Like she just immediately told Maria like, well, don't you think that he's just like using you a little bit?
Oh
don't you think that,
gosh.
I mean, he's a demon, so he's obviously lying. So Mariel was already getting excited or, you know, more warmed up to Oz, but Kaleda just ruined it immediately.
Yeah, and she goes like, there is no man that fits that criteria. So you need to realize that he's a bitch and you are like being manipulated. There's like, you don't understand. And then Mariel starts crying.
Yeah.
And Oz comes over and is like, hey, are you okay? And Kaleda's like, I can't believe you step away from her. You're the last thing she needs. And it's like, why are you making a situation out of nothing?
Yeah. It's like you don't even know him. Like, yeah, he's a demon, but you don't know him. And you're just making Mariel feel like shit. And she's obviously crying because like she already has issues because of her mom. You know, it's like you should be more sensitive.
And then it's like she keeps bringing up like he's a demon. He wants to take your soul. But then at the end of the day, he was summoned. Like he can't leave.
Yeah.
And she keeps forgetting that. And it's not until Temmie brings up like, well, you have to think about it in his perspective. Like maybe he doesn't want to be here, but he has to be here. And then it's not until Kaleda hears that word she's like, oh, no, you're right. It's like,
yeah, but also Mariel was also like, oh my God, yeah, I never thought about it that way.
It's like, how can you not?
He literally told you that he can't leave until he, you know, fulfills the bargaining. So
one thing I also didn't appreciate, because overall, Oz and Mariel together Love that shit.
Yeah,
I thought
they
it
were
was
really
so
cute. Yeah.
They are very, very cute.
Yeah.
One thing I did not like was Mariel's anger.
Oh my God, yeah. She was very defensive all of the time because she would constantly hear that she's not good enough. So
yeah,
I feel like she was just always ready to fight.
But I kind of understand it in like the perspective of if she had trauma, because it's so traumatic. She just kind of like shuts down and is like, no, yeah, definitely. I just can't do it. So I'm just not going to do it. And then she will not take any other response after that. And I get it the first few times because she did that to Oz once. And Oz ended up like walking home, or I don't remember what happened. He stayed outside. I think it was with Kaleda.
Yeah, he stayed outside.
And after that, they talk about it, and Oz is like, oh, let me tell you a little bit about myself. And he kind of like opens up and then goes like, you should not be taking shit from your mom. You know? And it's not even part of the bargain. It's just him telling her like, you know, you're so much better than that. And
do you remember that part where... Wait, I highlighted it. Wait, hold on. Because I was like, oh my God.
Do you agree with Mariel's anger, though? That shit drove me crazy. There's one specific part I want to talk about, too.
I kind of understood it because her mom was really infuriating, but I feel like she would release it to the wrong person. Like, she should be telling her mom things, not, like, disrespectfully, but, you know, like, she should be telling him stuff. But anyway, there was a part where, this is, like, way later into the book, but I want to bring it up.
Okay.
Where... he reminds her. Wait, hold on. Let me.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
And I think she had fought with her mom, or they saw her mom or something. Oh, he defended her. He defended her at the family party, and she got pissed off at him. And then she was like telling him like, gee, thanks, like he says, she'll get over it. And besides, you did that to yourself. And she says, gee, thanks, world's most supportive boyfriend. He reminds her, I'm not your boyfriend. And she tells him, yeah, you're the demon who wants to steal my soul. I'm sure your motivations are very noble. At what point are you going to milk my humiliation to get a deal out of me? And obviously, because he has feelings, he's like completely like stung by what she said. So he's like, you're right. I'm a horrible monster with no compassion. Fine. You're my proposed deal. No, here's my proposed deal. If you give me your soul, I'll give you a fucking backbone.
And then he fucking leaves.
And then he leaves. Oh. That whole scene, oh my God, pissed me off though, because like he was trying to help her at the family event. Like the mom was just shitting on her because she's useless according to her. And he was like, no, she's not useless. Like she can do a lot without saying a word, but you don't want to see that.
And even after like she cools down, because he goes home. She cools down, feels bad about it, sees Oz at home, and Oz is showing her like this pretty plant that he's able to like make bloom more with his demon blood. And then that's when he's like, I don't understand why you let her step all over you. Like, why are you even going to those dinners? Yeah. And she's like, I can't not go. And he's like, you literally can. Like, you don't have to go. She's like, no, I can't not go. Like, you don't understand that. And that is trauma. Like her mom has instilled so much like expectation in her that it's become a fear that she's going to mess up and disappoint her mom, even though her mom's already disappointed. You know? But then they have another fight near the end, and Oz is telling her like, you are literally so perfect, so great, an amazing witch, but you are just letting yourself be controlled. And then she's like, yeah, okay, go ahead and just tell me how people are controlling me. And he's like, did you not just hear all the nice things I said about you? Like, do you hear that? And she's like, what are you talking about? So she like cuts those parts out, and I get it. Yeah. But I hated her anger. Yeah. She never once would allow anyone to explain themselves. And I don't understand how her friends stayed friends with her after the shit she would pull with them. Thank you.
Yeah, and I agree with you. And I felt really bad for Oz because he really tried to, you know, support her and give her advice like that about the dinner. Like, you don't have to subject yourself to that if you don't want to. But she never really saw it that way.
So it wasn't until, oh my God, there was a point where Mariel took him to the forest because they needed to get away from her mom. They had like a moment by the lake because they were just talking, and then they got really close to each other as if they were about to kiss. But then she was like, hold on, wait a minute, something's wrong. And she like goes and touches the floor and realizes that the forest is slowly dying.
Yeah, and it's like blackening, right?
Yes, and as someone who is so strong with nature magic, she thought she could heal it. But this feels like it's not dying because of like natural cause. It feels like someone has plagued this forest, but it doesn't feel like a witch's magic.
Right.
So they slowly start to kind of fall in love.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dude, I love the romance in this book.
Yeah, it was really cute. I loved them together.
They are so good. And it's sweet because his like perception of love is so different, because demons do feel emotion, but they feel like a muted version of that emotion.
Yeah,
like it's not as strong as human emotions, but he still feels it. So he starts to like court her in a way.
And it was so funny because he was like, yeah, I'm gonna court you for a few years, and she's like, years? He's like, girl, I'll live forever.
Yeah, I mean, it's all steps. So like our first step is like this, and he like looks around and picks up a fucking rock, and he's like, for my lady, for my lady. And then she's like,
wow, I love this rock.
But then it's so cute because he's like, no, the meaning behind it, because I'm supposed to give you a piece of the earth, and then we're supposed to share this piece of the earth together. And she's like, oh bitch,
and she starts,
oh my fucking god.
She's like, I love nature.
So I just thought it was cute seeing like how much he cared about her and how he would do these things. And he's a demon. He's seen so much in this world.
Yeah.
But to him, like Mariel is his whole world. Like he's like, I have no idea how someone can be so happy, so perfect, look so perfect. Like he's so like starstruck,
Yeah.
I love it. How did you feel the first time they kissed? Which was when?
I'm trying to remember.
Because it was a pretty heated kiss. Oh, can I say real quick? Because I'm looking at my notes. I thought it was funny that in the dedication, the author dedicated it to their parents, and they wrote, please only read the redacted version I provided for you. Like, oh my gosh, she's so real for that.
Wait, that's funny. That's gonna be me.
Would you want your parents to read your writing?
No.
Would you want your brother to read your writing?
Anybody else, I don't really care, but
I get it.
there's something about my parents that I'm like, damn.
When do they kiss?
I can't remember, but wasn't it like she just kind of like she just went for it, no?
Yeah, it was her that went for it. And then it kind of felt like that kiss was going to be more, and they like push away. And then that same day, he's like,
oh yeah, because they start making out, and then he like pushes away, and he's like, no, this was a mistake, and he leaves. Because why did he push away? Because he felt guilty, right? Because he was talking to his mentor before that, and his mentor was telling him like, you need to do whatever it takes to get her soul, because he was rushing him. He was like, you need to hurry up. And so after, obviously they enjoyed the kiss, but he was like, damn, I can't do this to her. And then after that, she saw her friends, and she was like, guys, you'll never believe what happened.
Yeah,
we almost had sex. Because she was like ready. She was like,
yeah,
I've never been so alive kissing someone before. And then her friends were kind of just like, oh, wait, I thought that was fake. I thought you guys kissed? That's weird.
After that kiss, because he had also fallen into the lake they were at, so Azeroth was completely wet, and he was shivering because demons have to run hot. And they got home, and Mariel was gonna go to sleep, and she turned on the shower for him and tried like initiating sex.
Yeah.
But he was like, no. So then she's like, fine, you go take a shower, whatever, I'm gonna go to sleep. He takes a shower, and that's the point where she offers his bed or her bed to him. And then I really liked the next moment, because the next day he's like spooning her. And she's obviously awake and is like pushing herself against him. And there was a line that was in that part where he was like, it's okay because we can just hide our secrets in this dark room. You know, like he would be willing to do that, but he's like, it literally can't be anything else. And I think the moment stops because their alarm rings, right? And he like falls off the bed and she's like, oh my fucking God. And then he leaves, like he completely avoids her. And I hate it because I don't understand how she doesn't understand that they can't be together. Because she's always like, oh my God, he's avoiding me. He's like the literal worst. Like, doesn't he want to have sex with me?
Because then also, I don't remember at what point, but they discussed that he's immortal and she's not, right? Like there's a moment where it kind of hits her that if something were to happen between them, like, oh, it hits him that he would watch her age.
Yep.
And he's like, damn, humans have such short lives.
I don't remember why they decide to start dating.
It kind of just happens, no?
I think it does, but he comes to the agreement. They have the conversation where she's like, I will give you my soul, but what if I give it to you like 70 years from now when I'm old? And he's like, okay, what are you implying? It's like, well, just live with me. And like, we could love each other. She doesn't use the word love, but like we could be together. And then when I'm on my deathbed, you can take my soul. Yeah. And he feels so like, because he doesn't want to at first because he can't imagine seeing someone like her die. But then when they kiss, he's like, down.
He's like, bitch, I'll do anything for you.
Yeah. But it's so sweet because even just them having sex, he's like so invested in like her happiness and everything. And it's like beautiful. I thought the spice was so good in this book.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I also thought it was funny because he talks about like, just when you have sex as a demon, it's a very long, like, because they have so much time.
It's so funny because there was a part where she's like, let's have a quickie in the back. And he's like, a quickie? No, we need like 5 hours.
Yeah. And then it's funny because then when they do have a quickie, he's like, oh my God, I get it now. I get why people like quickies. Like, it's so sweet. Like the way they both love each other so much. But it sucks because he basically told his mentor, like, I know you said end of October, but just give me 70 years. And he's like,
no.
And his mentor's like, you totally fell for her.
Yeah.
You fell for immortal.
That's embarrassing.
You stopped breaking her pencils, didn't you? I fucking knew it.
He's like, okay, Ozra, we were making fun of you before, but now it's going to get worse.
Yeah. And then he's like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah, his only goal is her, and that's it.
But then Asta reveals that they need the soul immediately because the demon plane is suffering.
The mentor says that.
Yeah, there's no electricity, there's no light. They're living in darkness, and Oz feels very like, not to blame, but more like this soul can change the demon plane, and I'm over here taking a long time, but I love her, so like, what do I do?
Yeah, he's really conflicted. He really doesn't know what he should do. Like he knows that if he picks his family, he's gonna lose her. He knows that if he picks her, his whole like the demon plane could just die.
Okay, but that being said, because we both agreed. Wait, did you like the spice? Okay. We like the spice. We like the relationship. We like their back and forth. So cute. How did you feel about the reveal that the one who was poisoning the forest was his Papa Asta?
I wasn't shocked.
I didn't like it.
Really? Why? You wanted it to be him?
No, I didn't want, like, to be very honest with you. Anytime she spoke about what was happening in nature and any of that, I skipped that shit.
Really?
I did not find any of that interesting.
Okay.
And like when that whole big reveal,
just to explain it a little bit more. So, Mariel's mom and Cynthia, Kaledia's mom, Cynthia, they wanted to build like a resort and a spa, right? Yeah. And basically, the way to do that is if they were gonna take down a couple of trees, no big deal. There was a whole protest happening in front of the area where they were constructing it. And so at that same time, that's when, Mariela was noticing the blackness in the world or when in that area. And who was it? Was it Oz? Not Oz. Was it the mentor who came down and was like, no, who was it?
Alzapraz, which was her grandpa, who noticed that it was a demon's work that was poisoning the forest. And because the only demon we knew at that point was Oz, then Mariela was like, you bitch, you never loved me.
Yeah.
You were hurting this because you knew I was going to ask you to fix it.
Yeah.
For her soul.
So she was like, this was the bargain, right? Like, you were going to kill my forest enough for me to want to fix it, and then you would take my soul. When she thought that it was Oz who was poisoning the forest, that's when they broke up.
Oh, dude, that hurt me so much because Oz went to her house and was like, it literally wasn't me. I would never hurt you.
Yeah.
You know this about me. Babe, I have not broke your pencils in such a long time. You know, he was just like,
I'm a changed demon.
I bought you lead pencils specifically because I can't break them.
Yeah.
No, but he felt so bad, but Caladia was already there and was like, no, don't listen to him. And because he has the soul of a wizard, he kind of has magic as well. And he anytime he feels a very strong emotion, there's a blue lightning bolt that hits like towards wherever he's feeling the emotion towards. So when he was really angry at Cynthia, which was Caladia's mom, he was yelling at her and a lightning bolt hit near her. So while they were arguing, him and Mariel, not really arguing, he was just kind of begging for forgiveness and for her to understand he wasn't doing it. At the peak of their conversation, a white lightning bolt hits her greenhouse and kills all of her plants.
And she's like, you bitch.
And I felt so bad because Caladia didn't even think about it and sent him flying like so far away with like a whatever power thing she used. And he just like had to walk back on her.
I'm sorry, I'm just picturing him like, because he fell in water, so he's all soaked again, and he's like, fuck.
And he's cold and sad, just where he is. He doesn't have GPS. And fucking Tammy, she's like fucking Temmie. She's like on Instagram or something like, oh, isn't that Oz? Like flying around.
There you go.
And it's sweet too. Well, I fucking hate that Mariel wasn't the one to realize her mistake. It was Temmie who talked to Oz and was like, your lightning's blue.
Yeah, so that's not you.
And come on. Like, I hate that it had to be the friend who figured it out. So then when Mariel finally talks to Astaroth and figures out that it was him, she's like, oh, shit. Oh, looks like I have some apologizing to do.
I'm sorry. I thought it was you. It makes sense. I did the math.
Okay. Beba. Think about it. If you had thought I did that, wouldn't you launch me 30 miles away?
He's
Beba?
Like, yeah. You're right.
You're right, babe.
I so would have.
Yeah. But I hated that shit. I hate that it took that.
I hate that it was the friend who figured it out. Because I feel like it also makes sense because Mariel is so blinded by her anger that she wouldn't be like, wait, his lightning's blue, not white.
But her anger is so like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I wish her anger felt more like a coping mechanism because right now it just feels like a trait to make the plot move forward. You know, it didn't feel like it was because of her trauma.
Yeah.
Oh, God. But in the last fight that they have, it's basically her giving up her soul to save Oz because Asta's really ready to kill Oz. And she's like, I will give you my soul, but my soul needs to go somewhere where there is love. So then Asta's like, dumbass bitch, okay. And so then her soul leaves her body and she becomes a shell of who she once was. And it's so sad because Oz is grieving.
Yeah.
And he tells himself, I'm not sure if it's at this point, but he does tell himself, like, I do not understand how humans don't go crazy with these amount of emotions.
I know. It's
like,
I also don't understand.
So he's like just crying because he lost the person he loved. She's now a shell of who she once was. But her soul goes straight into him. And he feels like so much overwhelming happiness and positivity.
Just a lot of feelings.
Yeah. And he remembers learning from Alzapraz, who was teaching Mariel, in order to summon something or send it somewhere, you're supposed to say a certain incantation.
Yeah.
And what does he say?
I don't remember, but he's like trying to remember it, right?
Yeah, and it's basically to send the soul back. But she doesn't get her soul back.
Yeah, she does.
She does?
Yeah. Because he keeps the one that was already his.
Yes.
Which was the wizard's.
And then he makes a bet with Astaroth. Because he's like, I can bargain too, bitch. Yeah. I'm going to bargain that you put everything...
Die, bitch. I'm sorry.
And you got to do it. Okay. But he basically says everything in Glimmer Falls has to be back the way it was. Everyone has to be back to normal. You have to leave me and Mariel alone. You can't mess with any of these bitches. They're my life right now. And this is my wife. But like,
whoa.
Going too fast. But he's like, you have to do all of that. And my soul must go somewhere where there is love. He says the same thing.
I think he says the same thing.
And that soul leaves his body and goes back to Mariel. And she's like, whoa.
That was the saddest 5 minutes of my life.
No.
She's like, I didn't feel nothing.
Yeah. Like, I was good for a bit, but now I feel a lot. And then Astaroth is never going to mess with them again. The end.
The end. No, but then the mom comes up and she's like, girl, I've always loved you. You and your little plants, they're okay.
Them bitches you call succulents, I love them bitches.
I love them too.
I just love popping all of them. Oh, you don't do that? Oh, no.
Oh, I mean.
Oh, yeah, no.
That wasn't me.
Yeah. Love your plants. Always love you. Do you want to go back to Sunday dinner maybe? No? Okay,
no, not yet. You're not ready? All right. Well,
trying to be a good mom now.
I'll leave a plate out for you anyway.
I'm conflicted because before we started talking about this was the first book I read in our batch, and I loved it so much. I love this book.
Yeah.
But I just don't like how Mariel just never understood what was going on.
Yeah.
And never bothered to understand. And there was even a point where she went to the library to research. Bitch didn't get anything out of that. Like, I feel like she should have kept reading. She read a total of 2 books and then was like, I'm good. Oh,
because she was researching demons.
Yeah, and she found something about Ozroth, and I wish she would have read everything he did. You know? Because I wanted her to figure out he had a soul like that. But she didn't. Oh, by the way, Ozroth is mortal at the end.
Oh, yeah. So basically they're going to age together.
And he's happy about it. The end. They love each other.
Because they found a white hair on him. Yeah. And he's like, my first white hair.
First Ghana, bitch.
I'm so happy. I kind of wish that they would have focused a little bit more on how lonely it is to be immortal. Because that's just, that whole Ghana moment reminded me of Age of Adeline, where she didn't age. Yeah. So at the end, when she finally had a Ghana, it was like life changing, and it was like emotional. I was happy for her. Yeah. And I kind of wish that would have been the same for him, where I would have been like, damn, he's lonely, he's sad, everyone's making fun of him, he's a loser. Yeah. Like, and then when he finally has a Ghana, I'm like, damn, bitch, I'm so happy for you.
I really liked when he would express like memories that he had. Same then, because I would have liked if he just went more into like, I remember feeling love this one time when I was this old. Yeah, like I wish we would have seen more of that. There was even a part where he like went into the demon plane to get more clothes. I wish that they would have talked more about his living space and just like the way he was, what he would do. But no. And then he talks about when he did gain the soul and he committed, like he killed someone for a bargain. It fucked him up for a really long time. And they never really talked about it. And that's such a waste. Yeah. Because that's so interesting. There was one part I wanted to talk about. How did you feel about, because he wasn't really a pro at these emotions or understanding them, the first time he felt jealousy towards Mariel's boss?
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, my woman.
I didn't really mind it because he doesn't really understand the I guess the meaning behind those words that other people would take, right? Like you'd be like, oh my God, he's so possessive. But to him, he's like, no, that's my girl right there. I guess I didn't mind it. I thought it was actually kind of cute a little bit.
Same, but I hated that she was like, oh God, that's disgusting. Why would you say that? But then when her coworker Rani was like, oh yeah, he saw me naked, she was like, excuse me? Like, I wish it would have been like, you just fucking said, I can't, what was that? Like,
yeah.
I fucking, oh God. This isn't the type of jealousy I look for in a book. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I know. I figured.
But overall, I thought their love was so cute. I love the spice. I love the dialogue in this book.
Yeah.
It's so good. I fucking hate Diantha.
Yeah, me too.
I thought Elzapraz would have been more important. Her grandpa, her great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that guy, love him.
I wish he would have been more important. Because he knew, right? That he was a demon?
Yeah, which was like, okay.
But it was never really brought up until he did his research. I wish he would have just made like, oh, don't take her soul. I got my eye on you.
I love her soul. Don't take it.
Bitch. Don't take her soul. Don't do it.
Don't do it, bitch. I kind of wish that would have happened too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of conflicted about this one too because I finished it this morning and I actually really enjoyed it. I think that's why I was able to finish it so freaking fast.
I assumed so. I thought you would like it.
I did like it, but like Chelly said, I did have issues with certain things. Like I wish they would have progressed certain things a little bit more. Again, I wish I would have felt like he was lonely. Like I wish that I would have cared a little bit more that he became mortal at the end. But I don't know. Right now, I think I would give it a solid 4, but that could change. I'm sitting with it a little bit longer. I'm
also going to give it a 4. And I do want to say, I give it a 4, and I would recommend it to people who want to read kind of like a rom-com spicy book.
Yeah.
That is not really too in-depth with like the lore, I guess. But it's funny because this comes from a series called the Glimmer Falls series. Where like the next book is how her friend falls in love.
Kalena?
I think so.
I don't care about Kalena.
So, but I kind of like books that do that, where it's like it follows the life of several people and you see them all fall in love. Because we have 2 books that are like that in this batch. So I don't know. I like it. I think it's good. 4 out of 5. Please be less angry. I really love Oz. Best boy. He's so good.
He's so good. I love him too.
Thank you everyone who is listening to our episode in podcast form, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get podcasts on. Thank you so much. If you can leave a rating of 5 stars and a review telling us what you want us to read next. We're basically all booked for the rest of this year.
Seriously.
But
that's crazy, huh?
If you want to recommend something, that would be great. If you want to support us, what are some things they can do, Yahaira?
So we did make a Patreon, and right now it really just serves as a way for our listeners to give us a little bit of extra support. You can find us on patreon.com/bookfix. But if you don't want the commitment of doing like monthly, we did also make a Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/thebookfix. And then we made a Buy Me a Coffee.
Yeah.
Which is also under the Book Fix. And that one is more so just like donations. If you guys are interested, no pressure. We would also love if you share our videos, rate us, comment. That helps a lot. Amazing. I feel like that really, really helps us be promoted more.
Yeah, so if you're watching us on YouTube, if you could do that, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you. So we are going to end this episode by reading a positive and a negative review about this book. Can I read the negative?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Read the positive.
Oh my gosh. We've read so many books this year, dude, of all different ranges. It's honestly crazy. I can't even.
My head is so big.
I know. I can't even keep up. Oh, it's okay. I'm here.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
This comes from Goodreads. And India wrote this. They gave it a 5 out of 5. They wrote, "This was such a sparkling delight and genuinely heartwarming. I found it hard to put down, and as soon as I finished reading, I wanted to go back to the start and enjoy it all over again. Mariel and Oz are wonderful, engaging characters, and I can't help but root for them. A charming, fun read with lots of lots of laugh out loud moments. Definitely recommended.
I'm going to read Mix's review on Goodreads, who gave it a 1 out of 5. I'm not reading the whole thing. I'll just read points from it. Mm-hmm. What in the Wizards of Waverly Place was this? This was such a difficult book to digest, and I'm so disappointed because the premise was amazing. The book starts off light and funny, but after a few chapters, I felt very overstimulated. It was so chaotic, and every single character was way too much. Throughout the book, Mariel comes off as a teenager rather than a woman in her late 20s. She was very, for the lack of a better word, ditzy. From the way she interacts with everyone to the decisions she makes. Honestly, though, her being this bad at magic just pissed me off because at 70% of the book, how are you still incompetent? Was fine at first, but that coupled with her constant interactions with her mother left me beyond exhausted and unwilling to continue the book. Ozroth was not what I expected. He's a demon, but at no point was he truly ever monstrous and heartless, like someone with the title of ruthless would be. He came off as juvenile himself, terribly disappointed in his character. The writing in this book, while not bad, was very, very lackluster. This is more of a personal preference, but I hate when books take modern day technology and objects and alter the name to make it sound more mystical. It's so lazy. Just leave Bumble as is because Bumbleina is such lazy writing. Moreover, the author threw me in so many tropes, but none of it really executed well. I can't tell if this was meant to be a grumpy ex-Sunshine because both the female character and the male main character went back and forth with being grumps. The Demon X Witch wasn't really played into because he acted like a regular man. Also, third stage breakup, give me a break. It was so stupid making this book longer than necessary. 1 out of 5.
Wow.
Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. I still really like Oz.
Me too.
I love him.
He just wants to be mortal. Leave him alone.
Happy November.
Happy November. Are you excited for Thanksgiving?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Isn't it
you
weird?
like pavo?
Well, not really.
I feel like anyone I asked, they never like turkey.
No,
so.
because Hispanic families eat tamales during Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
don't you?
I don't like. We eat turkey. Reluctantly. We don't enjoy it.
Have tamales. Oh my gosh.
My family, we make a traditional like Thanksgiving meal because that's the only time we would ever
do
that. So
I mean, we have tamales, we make capirutada, which is bread pudding, and then arroz con leche, which is rice.
With milk?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'll invite you to my Thanksgiving.
Oh my god, I've been craving atole. Like,
really?
So bad.
Oh my gosh. One of my neighbors, when she makes atole, she gives me some, so I'll let you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Is it fresa?
No, I forget what flavor it is. I think it's just like normal, like
the normal one.
Yeah, I'll give you some.
I'm still excited though. I'll eat that up. We should be for December. We should have atole.
Wait, do we film on Thanksgiving?
I mean,
when's Thanksgiving? When am I supposed to be thankful?
every day.
We do have an episode that day. We need to figure out which one's our Thanksgiving episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Bye everyone.
Bye. We gotta talk.